Hello YouTube, this is Mega Gunwolf. This is going to be one of my first YouTube videos, and I thought I might spotlight one of my favorite firearms, the enfield smle. Gorgeous gun. And you know, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube, people talking about the different things about it and what makes it special, and I'm sure you've all seen it before. So instead of talking about the enfield in general, I'm going to talk to you about my particular enfield, and the specifics, my example basically. To talk to you about this particular one, and so let's get down to it. Put it down here on the floor. Well, let's start over here with the markings. If you notice here, it has the GR with the crown, and then there's a B right underneath it, where normally there'd be a BSA or an LSA or whoever made it. Mine has a B and then a dot. And from what I've seen online and whatnot, that means it's like a secondary BSA factory or something like that. And if you notice the year, it says 1940. I don't know if that's getting in or not, but it says 1940, and then the smle number 3 star, and so yeah, mine is it's a little different from the most you see. Most of the smles you might find from 1915, 1916 up to 1918, and some are in the 30s. This is what I'm thinking of, a last run gun, basically, which means it was the last few they're ever going to make, because at this time, 1940, the number 4 pattern enfield has already been, the British have already made their main rifle, but at that time they probably didn't have a whole lot to give to their troops, and so they basically kept making these, and that's exactly what I have. And I feel very proud. As you can see, it's in really nice condition. That is where the normally a butt plates disc would be, and I don't know if this one ever had it, if they just drill it out and never put one in, because there's a lacquer surface in there, and there's a serial number in there, and the same one that's right here. I don't know if that was done for I don't know, I have to do more history on that, but I really like it. It's the bolt is really nice, and it's very nice and shiny, as you can see, and it's really smooth. Works like a breeze. And to go up to the front, see the bayonet. The bayonet I have does not go with the gun. I bought that later from eBay. That's not the blade. As you can see, there's a sheath over the blade. There's the blade. It is not sharpened. I'm thinking when they took it out of military service, they purposely de-sharpened it. No one has taken the effort into resharpening it. I may or may not. I don't know. It's in really nice shape. They're pretty easy to take on and off. On the other side, there's a button just behind here. You press that, and this little thing comes up too, and it slides right off, as you can see. So the bayonet's a 17-inch blade, so it'd be pretty horrible to be stuck with that. I don't want to be stabbed. That'll do some real damage. Stick that back on there. It's easy to put on, not with one hand though. Basically, you just slide it back over. There's a little groove in here. You slide it back over, and this ring fits over the knob here at the end of the barrel, and it just clips on. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. From what I'm thinking, I believe this particular rifle was used in the North African campaign And the reason why I say that is because well, for one, it has the later manufacture date. And I've looked up pictures and history of the British in the North African campaign, and from what I've seen, most of them seems like they were still using the smle at the time. And I've seen examples of the kit out from the British from North Africa, and when the smles that they had for that particular kit out had this kind of color stock. It's a lighter brown. Some of them, especially the earlier ones you see, are kind of, they're almost black, or they're darker, a lot darker. And some are a lot lighter. This is the correct color pattern that I've seen for the North African campaign one. That, and it has very, it's used. I think it was used. There's little battle scars here and there. See if I can zoom in on that. There's a little chip missing here. Little nick there. I did not do that. I think this is from war wounds. Actually, there's in here. There's wood replacement pieces that have been, obviously this has been damaged, and they've had to fix that right in there. And well, and I believe that's where it was used, and I believe if it was used, it was probably used in the North African campaign. I don't know that for fact, because they don't keep records like that in the British military, but that's what I believe this may have been at. And it's in beautiful condition. The barrel looks brand new, although the numbers are all matching on this rifle, except for the bolt handle, I mean not the handle, but the whole bolt. And the rear sight, which I flip up here, looks like a later, newer kind of sight. Most of them I've seen are rounded. They're kind of bigger and they're rounded. This looks like it's a more modern version, even though it's so old. I don't know. Overall, a very good rifle. I've shot it a couple times. I absolutely love it. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I really like it. I'm gonna shoot some more. This is one of the best bolt action rifles ever made, according to the Military Channel. If you've ever seen the top 10, and they do top 10 combat rifles, this was number 3, and the number 2 was M16, number 1 was AK-47. So this is, without a doubt, the best bolt-action rifle in their opinion. Yeah, that's my rifle, and I also have a Mosin Nagant 1891-30, but I should probably do a video on as well. It's not quite as special as this one, but I should probably do a video on that, and I'll probably do some other videos on just stuff I like, my car, just some other things, maybe some cool cat videos. I have a pretty funny cat. And yeah, thank you, and see you next time.